Good morning, everyone. Here is your moment of yes for Friday, February 12th. Let the weekend begin. Let's do it. All right. So last night I gave a virtual talk to my alma mater, and a lot of them were joining via Zoom or watch parties in the different dorms and things like that. And so it was sponsored by the Wellness Center on campus. And so the talk was about how to deal with adversity, how to be resilient, right? And so if we think about adversity from this standpoint, adversity is simply any obstacle, challenge, or resistance, right? What is adversity? An obstacle, a challenge, or resistance. None of those things in themselves are necessarily bad. They just, present an obstacle, a challenge, or resistance, right? So what is resilience, right? Resilience is the ability to snap back, right, in a difficult situation. When you get knocked down, resilience is getting back up. For a rubber band, right? You pull a rubber band, it snaps back into place. It is very resilient. A palm tree is very resilient. A palm tree can be bent all the way down to the ground during a hurricane and then snap back to its upright state. You put an oak tree in a hurricane, it's rigid, it's stiff, it's going to break and snap against all of that force. So we want to be as resilient as possible to be able to handle as much of the force, the resistance, the adversity. And so we want to have, it's a marriage. Resilience and adversity go hand in hand. Living yes and is all about responding yes to adversity, acceptance, and choosing your powerful response. That's where your power is, in your and response. I got a chance to listen in on an interview with Brene Brown this past week through this corporate group. And she's a huge fan, obviously, of the power of vulnerability, especially with leadership. And I love her definition of vulnerability. Vulnerability is the commitment to go all in when you can't control the outcome. That's being vulnerable. So vulnerable isn't about being weak or being a victim. It is the commitment to go all in on something when we can't control the outcome, right? That's life at its best, because you're committing to something with that passion. Remember, passion is a willingness to suffer because you care about it so much. You can't control the outcome, but it means so much. You would be shortchanging yourself and the people you love if you didn't go all in. But that vulnerability leaves you open to hurt, to disappointment. But that is also beautiful in itself. And so today, as we move into the weekend, are you willing to go all in on the things that you care about most, even though you can't control the outcomes? That's what it means to be vulnerable. That's what it means to live yes and. And when you live yes and, you're constantly dealing with whatever your new current reality is. And as long as you keep saying yes and, you have everything you need. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.